Right. Now, everybody who lives in the neighborhood, kids go to Stoddard, kids used to go to Stoddard, knows the history of this project. When I first got elected, I had the great fortune, honor, and pleasure to come to a meeting of the community where we were discussing the plans for Stoddard Elementary and Recreation Center. And Alan, I think you were in that first meeting. I think it is safe to say that the plans were stalled. I think it's safe to say. And we weren't really sure what we were going to do, recreation center and a school, combine them, what have you. And to be honest with you, I think more than anything, the community was just frustrated because it had been a couple of years of discussions at that point. So the community remembers how many years, I don't know. But it had been a couple of years and the frustration level was high. So what we did was to start to put together a plan wherein we would have a fantastic state-of-the-art school and a fantastic state-of-the-art recreation center, and that we would be able to build it in what I think is record time. And I think the community was skeptical because of what had happened in the past, but because of the work of Alan Liu and his team of employees and contractors, yes! The groundbreaking was in June of 2009. That's about 16 months. So this project was the groundbreaking and the ribbon cutting, the 16 months that it took to do that, probably happened in 1/3 of the previous time that it took to discuss what was going to happen on the site. And so thank you to Alan Liu, thank you to so many others who are part of those meetings. Let's see, all of the parents of Stoddard elementary school kids and former Stoddard, raise your hand. Thank you all. You all were involved. We appreciate it. Where are A&C commissioners and civic association leaders? Please raise your hands. Thank them. They've also been instrumental in getting us to this day. Councilmember Che was at that first meeting that I went to. She probably went to some before I even went to them. She's been with us every step of the way, making sure our feet were held to the fire. Give Councilmember Che a huge round of applause, everybody. We've also been joined by the chair of the council. All of these projects go through the council for funding. So we appreciate the work of the entire council, led by Council Chair Vincent Gray. Give him a huge round of applause, everybody. And then joining us midstream is the director of the Department of Parks and Recreation. And don't forget, the reason why all of these young people are dressed in orange t-shirts is because this is not only a school, but after school it will be a Parks and Recreation facility, and we're excited about that. And Jesus Aguirre is our new director of the Department of Parks and Recreation, and he has been a leader in bringing this through the finish line as well. Give him a big round of applause. All right, let me tell you a little bit about the entire project. For those who don't think that we put our money where our mouth is, this is a $34.3 million addition to the Stoddard Elementary. It's, I know people are excited because it is going to allow our school chancellor to be able to make sure that we have more students, more Stoddard students enjoying the school. It adds 47,000 square feet to the school for capacity of over 300 students. We talked about the DPR facility, shared gymnasium, new roof and windows, new playgrounds, new media center, music rooms and cafeteria, 8 new classrooms, renovated existing classrooms, new parent drop-off area, LEED Gold certification, again, $34.3 million. DPR contributed about $6 million. And we are on schedule, I am told, for the field to be finished on November 1st. All right? Now, I do also want to recognize a couple of people. We have our ANC and School Advocates Brian Cohen and Kathy Fiorillo. Where'd they go? Give them a round of applause. Thank you so much. And of course, our leader of everything Stoddard Elementary, Principal Dr. Marjorie Cuthbert. Now, today is the day to celebrate construction and new buildings and state-of-the-art materials, new bricks, new gymnasiums, fiberglass backboards, science rooms. I think the demountables are gone. The demountables are gone. This community, Washington, D.C., deserves state-of-the-art facilities because our kids are world-class. But even more than facilities, our kids deserve a world-class education. And we have done a lot. I think we've built 11 new schools in the past 4 years. I think modernized and renovated scores more. But it is what we do inside the classroom that matters the most. And the next person who is going to speak has not only done a fantastic job in the classroom, making sure that there's accountability, results, making tough decisions, but I think she's raised the standard here in Washington, D.C. and for the country that people are going to believe that kids can be educated in an urban school system, that we're not going to leave anybody behind, and that here in the nation's capital, the people living here today and its government take education as serious as any place in the country. And so it gives me great pleasure to welcome our leader of everything education. She's doing a fantastic job, recognized locally and nationally, and that is none other than our school chancellor, Michelle Reed. Give her a big round of applause, everyone.
Good afternoon. This is an incredibly exciting day for DCPS and for the Stoddard community specifically. As the mayor said, almost 3.5 years ago, when we started this venture, one of the things that the mayor said was that we couldn't have a world-class city until we had a first-rate public school system. And so over the last 3 years, you've seen the mayor and council really ensure that we are investing in our schools as the #1 priority in the city. And I think that the residents across of Washington, D.C. have really seen that. I want to thank Principal Cuthbert. Under her leadership as the principal of Stoddard last year, the school saw amongst the greatest gains of any school in the district of Columbia Public Schools. That's no mean feat because the school was already doing pretty well, but in my conversations with lots of parents and community members, the neighborhood really knew that we could do better, and they wanted a leader who could come in and lead that charge, and that's really happened over the course of the last year, and I know there's a tremendous amount of momentum with Principal Cuthbert and the amazing teachers here at Stoddard to make sure that this coming year is an even better one. We're really excited about this building. Obviously, want to thank Alan Liu and his team for the incredible work that they put into this, Director Aguirre, as well as Councilmember Che and the Chairman. So part of the reason why we're so excited about this is because it is going to give our students more opportunities to engage meaningfully with their education. So hopefully afterwards we're going to take a little tour and you will see the stage and the amphitheater. The school staff here already have plans for putting on new Shakespeare plays this year. From what I understand, they are planning to host debates, student debate team. So the debates will be here at the stage as well. And one of the other pieces is that there is a new geothermal energy system that is part of the building, state of the art. And not only is it going to help us be a more green building overall, but the students are going to be engaged in learning more about sort of geothermal energy through a curriculum. So they're going to be able to learn about the greening of their own school. So we're incredibly excited about the progress that we've made here at the school, and the facility now, I think, reflects the amazing work that's going on. So I want to thank everybody and thank the mayor.
Let me bring forward